Happy Tuesday to you. This is the John McEntyre Show. I'm John McEntyre with John McEntyre Live. And today is Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. This month has came and almost gone here. But it is what it is. There is another one of those hot days. So I want to make this as quickly as possible because knowing it's hot outside, I just want to not do this. But I'm going to do it. I'm just kidding. But I heard someone say that they was like, I really don't want to do anything. It's just so hot. I started to just play a recording of my show. Their show was live. And like I started to just say, hey, pull out one of those recordings and play it. All this. I said, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move along. Um, Today I want to add another piece to the show that I always wanted to do. I talked to someone and um, that's keeping me accountable, and I was talking to them, and they was like, "Hey, I thought you was going to do what you said." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to. I was supposed to implement that during Fourth of July after Fourth of July, but I didn't do it. What I wanted to do, I share wallet wins where I celebrate. We celebrate people, moving forward with their finances, making those small steps. Another thing, uh, life is just so fragile, and we have to. There's so much negativity in the world that we really don't celebrate as much as we do. We do celebrate in small positives, but a lot of time we keep a lot of our celebrations private. I like celebrating people's birthdays, giving birthday shout outs. So I was going to add that to the show. So yesterday I talked about it, and then I was like, I didn't even look at whose birthday was going to be today. And lo and behold, there's one person in my networking on social media is having a birthday, and who better than to start off with than a family member and an actual one of my older family members, actually an aunt of mine in Dayton, Ohio. Her name is Martha Jolly. I didn't even know her name was Martha for a long time. I mean, till I was like in my teens. I called her Aunt Julia. That's what everyone called her. That's what we all called her, Aunt Julia. So it's my Aunt Julia's birthday, and we're celebrating her. She's in Dayton, Ohio, and so I want to give a shout out birthday scream to my Aunt Julia, Martha Julia Jolly. We used to have some good times. I would go up to Dayton. She was from the Carolinas, but she moved up to Dayton decades ago. And so I would go up there and spend time with my cousins, her and my cousins in Dayton. And I used to have some good times. I was the country cousin up north. So, and then they would come down. But I want to say happy birthday to my Aunt Martha. All right, let's get into these wallet wins. Wallet win number one, I paid off my biggest card last month, and my credit score increased by 70 points, and it's finally over 700. That is a wallet win. Um, Sometimes paying off certain things, smaller cards may make it move a point or two, but 70 is a big jump. That is a big jump, especially if you're taking it over 700. So you do one or two, one another big one, maybe another small one. You're over, you're up there in the what they call the rare air of credit for people that want to use credit scores and everything. So yes, that is a big wallet win. Wallet win number two. I'm just starting out, and I have paid off Best Buy and Lowe's, and I feel better already. So yeah, there's two department store cards, and that is a big wallet win because those cards usually carry high interest rates. Also, they lure you in with some nice deals. Apply for this card, and you can get this much off and things like that. And then the next thing you know, you miss a payment, or as you move forward, that interest starts to accrue. And the next thing you know, that uh that 60-inch television that was $1,000, you end up paying 70,000 for it by the time you pay it off. So technology is changing all over. You pretty much are projecting things with your mind by the time you pay it off. It's like people that had the old tube televisions. Now we have these big plasmas, and they're still paying on those old tube televisions, ones with the tube, with the knobs and everything. Yeah, I know I dated myself, but I don't care. It's people that was still like, you would see that on there on some of their store cars. So yeah, that is a big payoff. While in win number three, I did not have an emergency fund in June, Now I have over $2,000 in my emergency fund. Yep, that is a big wallet win. Um, and you keep that up, you're definitely on your way. That took a lot of discipline. I know it just wasn't something that was easy to do. Save up $2,000 in that short amount of time like that. So there we go. We have three good wallet wins for today. Don't forget to share your wallet wins. Give us a hashtag wallet win. Share your questions, uppercase Q, so we see it. We'll be able to um, actually, show it while address it while we're on air. Because yesterday I had someone they gave a shout out. Sue Roberts, she was watching and she gave a shout out. She was interacting, and I actually missed it. I was looking at I looked at the dashboard the wrong way, and I actually missed it. So I also want to give a shout out to Sue Roberts and thank you for watching out there. Thank you for your support. All right, so today it was posed as a question, but it's more of a topic, and the topic is: are you investing or are you gambling? And the reason why I'm asking that question, I'm posing the question out to you, is because I was talking to someone and they're planning to surprise their wife with a uh, Christmas vacation, a cruise, an actual Christmas cruise. And so they're saving the money, and they were like, I think I'll put it in the market um, and see what it's going to do for the next 3 months. And I'm like, I don't think that'd be a good idea because you may not even have the money in 3 months because the market doesn't work that way. Um, the market is basically, it doesn't. We all know it doesn't go straight up. It It does its thing, it goes down. But over time, investing is a time driven thing. So over time, it goes up, but it didn't go like, it went like down, up, down, up, down, up, and this, that, and the other. And so I helped him to understand that what he was talking about is a form of gambling. That's not investing. That's like, you'd almost just be better off. Probably your chances would be better to just go to Vegas with the money. Go to a casino or something like that, maybe buy a lottery ticket or whatever, because things today is just, it has always been, but today things are changing, and we're going through some serious times, and the market, it responds. That's what the market does. It doesn't control everything that's going on out there. It responds to what's going on, out in the world. Basically, people's the two emotions, greed and feed and greed, greed and fear. That's what is mainly. That's mainly the two drivers of it. Except for the real entrepreneurs and the people that are the market movers, that understand the market, they just stay steady within the market. So, investing is a long term thing. Um, it is what I call a marathon. It is not a sprint. And the reason why I say the market has shown to go up over time, but during that time, there have been some serious, like, things on a catastrophic level. For instance, someone that started 30 years ago, and they said, okay, I'm going to do dollar cost averaging. I'm going to put $500 a month in the market. Okay, every month without fail for 30 years they've been doing this. Okay, so listen to this. During that 30 period time, they've had four bear markets. We've had the 2008 housing crash. We've had a dot-com bust. We've had global pandemic. We've had two crashes that caused over 50% losses. So two of those have happened. The meme stock frenzy, high inflation. We're we just we've been fighting high inflation. Three recessions, COVID crash, and the big one, the 9/11 terrorist attack. That's what has happened over the past 30 years. Each one of those would have pretty much wiped out some people's portfolios. The ones that didn't get back into the market, they were just permanently damaged. like people of 2000, for instance, 2008. This one I could talk about, the 2008 recession, especially in real estate. A lot of foreclosures happened, bankruptcies happened, everything. Some people bounced back very well. Some people are still suffering. They're like working 2 or 3 jobs because they took such big hits and they didn't get themselves back up and get back going quick enough to where it sort of just done some irreparable damage. They were riding on nice portfolios, nice retirement funds and everything. Now they're having to work. Some of them have just made the choice that I'm just going to have to work the rest of my life, because of what happened. And so that was just one. So all of those that I named, any one of those, some of the 9/11, for instance, it shut America down for a couple of weeks. People didn't do too much. COVID, what it did to us. Well, it did on a global scale. It was so strong because it affected everything on a global scale. And so that's what we have to take into consideration here. So I told him, I was like, basically what you do with that money, the vacation money that you're planning, just keep putting it, keep adding to it, but put it in either a high yield savings account or a money market account, whichever one you choose to do. Because anything under, 1 to 3 year goals, vacation, cars, homes, weddings, that's, short term, that's high yield savings accounts and, money market funds, because it needs to be liquid. You need to be able to access it, and it needs to like still be there. Because in a short period of time, one of those major happenings could happen, and you could actually lose your money. Now, the money that you plan to grow 4+ years, retirement, kids, college, long-term wealth, that goes into the solid, stock and bond index funds, things like that. Something that's going to, it's not totally guaranteed, but it's done well over time. It's done very well. And that's where you want to put that. So you have to think in 1 to 3 years, up to 3 years is a short-term goal. Anything 4+ years is long-term. And so you have to treat it like that. The long-term goals, it can kind of bounce back from volatility. It can handle volatility. Short-term goals, it can't handle volatility. So that was my take. That was my answer to him. And that's what I wanted to pose to everyone out there today is make up in your mind, are you going to be an investor or a gambler? A lot of people, they're talking today, they're saying, yeah, if I can just find that one investment and all this. Well, if it probably is out there, but that's for the sophisticated investors. They've been out there a long time. They have the excessive time, the excessive education, and the excessive money to be able to be involved in those types of investments that give those types of returns. And so if you're just starting out, if you did find one, if I'm talking to someone who's done very well in a certain type of an investment and they really haven't been investing long, I was like, that was just luck. Do it continuously, I'll be convinced. But if you've just done it this one time, it might be a good idea not to press your luck because that's usually when you're talking to those type of people, they if you talk to them today, in 5 years, they'll still be talking about that same investment because they haven't done any more like that. They couldn't find them. They were just lucky. That's all. They were just lucky, and it was in the right place at the right time, and they made it happen. But the ones who built the long-term wealth, they got in early and often, and they just stayed there. And they rolled out all of these, what I named, they've ridden them all, and they're still here. They're wealthier than when they first started out. So that being said, I hope that I gave some good information. If I did, share it, subscribe to the channel, share your wallet wins, share your questions. If you need any more information, want to talk with us, set up that financial checkup, contact us. And until tomorrow, we'll be back same time, same channels. We'll talk.